Today, let's understand what is a stop loss in swing trading. So, many swing traders would not like stop loss being hit because they consider that as some sort of capital erosion, or stop loss is considered something like a failure when you pick up a stock. Okay, so just please understand that the stop loss word should not trigger you anything. I mean, any negative emotion like failure, weakness, or losing money. Okay, this perception is absolutely wrong to begin with. Okay, so a stop loss is not a sign of bad trade, it's a predefined exit point that protects your capital from spiraling into catastrophic loss. Now, what is this? What is catastrophic loss? Okay, now let's just take an example of Jain Resource recently. Now, what happened is that many people were trying to build a position somewhere here. Now, why is that? Because there is a prior momentum that has been set, right? It's on 50% in 10 bars, and there has been a price pause that is happening here. Quite honestly, I was expected to take some sort of trade right here at this level, not here, at this level, provided this price also comes close to 80 MA. But what happened? See, the earnings were out and the price just fell by 18 and 15, almost 40%. The price has fell from here, right? Okay, 36% to be exact. Now, if you had not placed a stop loss somewhere below the low of the swing, entire capital would have been eroded that's been given to this. This is a mistake. This is a catastrophic loss. Okay. Now, if you want to become a disciplined swing trader, you just need to understand what is the kind of stop loss and what exactly is a stop loss. Okay, a stop loss is not a loss, my friends. Stop loss is never a loss. Okay, as you might have known that season swing trading is a seasonal business, right? It's not like a gambling. It's not like every day you make money. Sometimes you make money, more money in a short span of time, and rest of the time you have to sit idle. Okay, so in any business there are certain costs that are included upfront, right? Any business you take, there is no business where you do not invest and then you just make profits. No, it never happens. You invest in something or the other. Okay, in swing trading you invest and you accept the calculated risk, which is called a stop loss. This stop loss is actually the costs that are incurred in a business. Okay, now, to make things more easier for you to understand, now let's just think like a restaurant owner. Okay, you own a restaurant. Okay, when you open a restaurant, what do you incur? You incur um, certain costs for furniture, cutlery, interior, salary, electricity, raw materials, rent, etc. Right? These cannot be avoided at any cost, because for a restaurant owner, this is what is elementary to make something, to cook something. Okay, so have you ever heard restaurant owner says, I lost money on salaries this month, I lost money on furniture this month, I lost money in interiors? No, they accept that is the price of operating, right? They invest in all these things, right? They invest in all these things, and then the revenue, which is usually what they get from selling food, which is usually higher, and then there is a profit. So the profit is, first they invest and then the revenue comes. Similarly, stop loss, just as a stop loss, sorry, a restaurant owner cannot escape upfront costs, right? A swing trader cannot escape stop loss. Okay, if you want to participate in the market, you have to give stop loss. So from today onwards, do not say or do not consider this stop loss as cost of business. Okay, stop losses is nothing but cost of participating in the market. It's a cost that you have to pay, that's all. So the stock dips, hit your stop loss, and then flies away. How many times did it happen with you? And why did you not re-enter the stock? It's very simple. You did not re-enter the stock because you considered that stop loss as loss. If you had considered that stop loss as cost of participating, you would have re-entered the trade when it had given an opportunity. Okay. Refusing to take a stop loss doesn't eliminate risk. It converts a small controlled loss into a devastating capital loss. We just have seen an example with Jain Resource Recycling, right? If you had taken a stop loss here, it would have been excellent. But if you had not placed a stop loss and you just let things go according to the market, this would have been such a bad mistake. Okay, now this cannot be considered as a cost of participating. If you had taken a trade here and stop loss got hit, that would be considered as cost of participating. Now, mental preparation before every trade. Okay, whenever you shortlist a stock, whenever you shortlist a stock and you are about to punch a trade, please understand that stop loss is a risk you're taking, and that's the cost of business, and it's a cost of participation to make more money in this stock. Okay, please place stop loss before you think of anything else. Wrong approach is viewing every SL hit as a failure. Absolutely not. Like I said, every SL is just cost of participating for the next best trade. And don't get frustrated. Right approach, just treat SL as planned expense, re-entering confidently and staying disciplined. Okay. Now, the stop loss mindset. Please read this again for your own self. Stop loss is the cost of doing business in swing trading. It is not a capital loss. Please understand, it is not a capital loss. It is not a failure. It is not a loss. Every business has operating costs. Every trader has stop losses. Both are extremely normal. In fact, they're just mirror images of each other. A stock that hits SL and then rallies is very common. Be ready to enter boldly. Just because the stock has taken your SL, don't just hate the stock, okay? Refusing to stop out turns small losses into large ones. Like we have seen with Jain Resource, always protect your capital first. Approach every trade with a mindset, this is the cost that I pay to be in this business. Okay, so I hope from now on you'll start saying that stop loss as cost of participating in swing trading rather than a failure or anything. So please have this mindset when you take any other trades. Thank you for watching this video. Thanks guys.